Welcome to another Rowdy Thursday. And that can mean one thing and one thing only, ladies and gentlemen. It is a brand new episode of A Worthy Addiction.
Yeah.
There we go. A show, ladies and gentlemen, like no other, hosted by me and my rowdy brother. And let me not waste any fucking time tonight introducing this mofo. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a man more likely to be introduced to your children as mommy's new sugar daddy. Ladies and gentlemen, unworthy, I will rip it in two pieces, Collector.
Thank you. That was a beautiful, beautiful introduction. And I'm not going to waste any time either. My co-host here, he's the man who is most likely to be introduced to your kids as mommy's ex-boyfriend. Toy Addict 17.
That is a fact. Because I wouldn't last. No. Yep. I am not I don't do commitment.
You got real issues with it.
I really bad issues. Well, listen, everyone that's joining us tonight, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're watching live with us tonight, you could have been anywhere on social media, but you chose to be with us tonight. And we're very, very thankful, very grateful. So if you have to hit that like and subscribe or even smash that notification bell for more content, please do so right now. Or the alternative.
Or fuck off and don't.
Don't do it at all.
Tune in next week, but don't like and subscribe. I don't give a
shit. We will be here next week. Same rowdy time, same rowdy show. So, Unworthy, how are you doing, man? How are things?
Things are good, man. We just had the big Halloween season finale ending. Spooky season's over with for now.
Yeah.
I'm already about all the way up to here with what I'm going to take with Mariah Carey music, and I am probably going to have to find my way out to where she lives and strangle her for having made that song.
Yeah.
Call me Slim Shady, bitch.
All right. Yeah. It's bittersweet, man. That when that clock hits 12 and you realize it's November 1st. And then you look back at all the fun that you had during spooky season, all the candy, just, all the stuff
technically
money on.
Ever since Halloween Kills, I don't necessarily think that November 1st is such a bad thing, because I think a lot of that movie took place on November 1st.
I mean, no.
It couldn't have been night all night. Like, I mean, it had to have been working on the morning when he killed all those people in the alleyway.
Honestly, it might have been. It might have been. It all took place within the same night. Like Halloween. Well, I mean,
there was so much that happened right up.
Yeah,
there was so much that happened all the way to the end of Halloween.
That's true. But
and then
just
the house
was
on fire, and then he took all that time to get to the hospital. All that shit that took place at the hospital. Yeah. All the stalking around Haddonfield. I'm saying he made it. It was past midnight or something.
Well, maybe Barry White came and slowed time down a little. a lot of fucking shit happened. Well, I mean, at the same time, right? When you're, I don't want to say Michael was having fun, right? When you're having fun, when you're having fun, time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're fucking killing people. It just flies. You're not even thinking.
If you watch Halloween Kills, that scene where the old couple there, he's flying around the drone and it crashes in the bathroom, and then he comes out of the bathroom. Like, their stove, their kitchen stove, the clock on it said it was already past 11.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it had to be pretty close to fucking midnight by the time. Because after that, what happens after that movie? Or that part? Where does he go? They're all at the hospital.
Thanksgiving dinner.
He goes to Lowe's. He goes to Lowe's looking to pick up some last minute Halloween decorations, and they've already got all the Christmas trees out. And he's like, "This is why I kill people."
That's true. Hey, I didn't think of that. See, now I got to watch the movie, and I got to watch that scene and see what the clock says.
Got to go fact check it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. But the chat's here. I want to say hi to the chat because you guys are always what makes this show fun. And we're very thankful and very grateful for you guys joining us every week at the same time, to watch me and Unworthy Shenanigans, because that's what we like to do. We like to be silly. So
Danny likes to eat and chew right in his microphone too. He loves to do that when he's on shows.
yes, I do. I'm very unprofessional. I think you stated that last. I am a very unprofessional whore.
Our PR department is gonna love this episode.
Yeah, of course. I think he's here. So, with that said, a Where the Addiction PR department says a Where the Addiction, a place where pants are overrated. That is so true. Pants are overrated. I'm literally wearing shorts right now, and guess what? I don't have drawers on, and I'm comfortable.
I don't have shorts or drawers on right now. So who's more comfortable?
Clintastic 4, our Rowdy brother says chose more like truly obligated. Yeah.
You don't have a choice. You
don't have a choice, buddy.
You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, and you can pick your friend's nose, and that's why you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. We got our buddy Wade Creates in the house. What's up, dude? We got our homie Diggs Figs. Diggs Figs, what's up, dude? You won a feature on TPC last night. I cannot wait to see what you do, Diggs Figs.
Yeah,
Diggs Figs.
I think he passed it on. I think he passed it off.
He's a generous guy.
He's one of those guys.
Well, I have something fun in store for you, Diggs Figs, and everybody in the chat or everybody watching the replay. I have something very fun in store for you guys. So I cannot wait to see you guys actually put your creativity on full gear.
What do you want to see them put?
Their creativity on full gear.
That's not what you said.
I didn't. I was burping and talking at the same time. It doesn't work.
Keep burping. Professional.
All right. Say it's MSR worthy. Yeah. We got Martin Perez in the house. What's up?
What's up? Yeah. Yellow Jacket. What's up?
Hey, listen. AC Yellow Jacket, what's going on, dude? Welcome. Hey, listen, everybody in the chat, welcome. Everybody's joining us now. Everybody that's going to join us later, or again, everybody that's watching the replay. Thank you for joining us on tonight.
Yeah, or nobody. Maybe we're just here talking to our stuff,
whatever. PR says Unworthy failed with the yeah.
Your PR bullshit, Bill.
He was actually trying to get it. He was actually trying to get it going before the show started, and I had to give him shit because he gave me shit about sending Chubsy a link 15 seconds before the show started, calling me fucking unprofessional. And this fucking guy here, it's like can't even unload a fucking video.
But listen, this is just a normal episode. Okay, this is just a normal episode. This isn't a big deal like having Chubsy Wubsy. You dropped the ball. I just didn't plan well.
I disagree. Every show, it's a big show. That show is just a little bigger because Chubsy.
I don't know. You watch some of our shows?
Well, yeah, that was a really, really good show. So a good segue. Wade Cranes asks, how was everyone's Halloween? Perfect segue. So, basically what the show thumbnail is. The night. Is it a night to remember? The night after Halloween is gone. Again, pumpkins are rotting. Decorations are coming down. Your Spirit of Halloweens are at 50% off right now. You can buy things off 50% off and stack up for next Halloween.
That's right.
And you're usually going to buy all the shit that nobody
candy.
wants.
Buy all that bulk candy. Save it for next year.
Yep. And I could hear Mariah Carey's fucking voice a mile away.
Man.
Yeah.
I am so tired already of seeing Christmas trees and hearing Christmas music. We haven't even had our goddamn turkey yet.
Exactly.
And doubly pisses me off because I'm a pagan. I don't even celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate Christmas.
Oh, you guys don't? So what do you guys do?
Well, I take that back. My wife and kids, they celebrate Christmas. I don't.
Okay.
I stay in bed. I watch scary movies and shit.
Well, that's me. I celebrate spooky season during every season. So Easter is spooky season for me. Christmas is a spooky tree. I'm hoping a spooky tree this year. I'm going to just hook it up and add some spooky shit to it. I want spooky season all year round, but I can't have that. So, yeah.
I'm actually sorry to cut you off. I don't want to forget to say this. There is a Christmas video that I saw. These people took PVC pipes and wrapped it with, or like flex pipes, and they wrapped it with green AstroTurf stuff to make it look like a cactus. and then wrap that with Christmas tree lights, like that was the
Mm.
Christmas tree, and I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna do it, but I still thought that. Was
So, what did you do for Halloween? How was your Halloween, Unworthy? What did you do? I know you guys
cool.
dressed up as the Bat Family,
We did.
and you guys were the Bat Family, and I got to talk. I think I got to talk to you early that day, right? Earlier that day, I spoke to you a little bit.
Yeah. We went out trick or treating.
Okay.
I don't know where everybody else is and how the weather is for them, but it was 32 fucking degrees
Mm.
outside. And so like I got my sons, my oldest son was Red Hood and my youngest son was Robin. So we had them layered right up with long johns and thermal gear and then their costume over it. My wife and I were dressed up and we had our thermals on underneath. My daughter, because she's a big, very big 15-year-old genius, she decided she was just wearing her costume with, nothing really thermal underneath it, just regular jeans and a long sleeve shirt under it. So she was quite cold immediately. And we made it like 2 blocks and had to come home because it was so fucking cold. And we went up this one street and there was a sidewalk leading to the house that we went to. And on the other side of the on one side, like the ground was flush because it was coming down the hill. And then on the other side of the sidewalk, it was like a 6-inch drop, like to the yard. And my youngest son, he's wearing his Robin outfit. He thinks he's cool. He's walking up, he's trick-or-treating. And all these other kids come walking up behind him. And he's trying to stop and show all these other kids. He's like, hey, look at me. I'm Robin. And walks right off of that other side of the sidewalk that's like 6 inches off the ground. Jacks his fucking wrist up. So then I had to carry him the rest of the way.
Damn.
And yeah, it was a shit show of an evening. We got home very early. We had pizza, started watching Hocus Pocus, and then we all went to bed.
Oh, nice. That sounds like a nice, productive night that you guys got to do that. That's nice. I like that. I like to hear that. Sounds like it was fun.
We are real blessed to freeze our asses off, but we did it as a family.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. My Halloween was actually pretty cool too. I was home, prepared dinner early, and me and my daughter ended up leaving the house about 5:30. And again, the weather was also nice. It wasn't 30 degrees. It was a little chilly, but it wasn't like super cold. It was actually a really nice. I was super happy that it didn't fucking rain because it was raining Sunday, fucking Saturday was raining. It was terrible all these other days. So I'm happy like it wasn't raining at all. So we ended up going out. She put her costume on. We went out. We met up with a couple of friends, and then we went to this new neighborhood. And when I tell you they had it all, there was like this, like the houses look like mansions. And I mentioned this.
Was it like a white neighborhood?
It was. It was.
Yeah.
It made me realize
you got to go to the white neighborhood.
It made me realize there is life outside of the hood. There is life outside of the hood. So
I mean, they call it life. It's not really worth living.
So here are these big houses, all these big decorations. Everybody and there was even this spot that we went to where it was like the neighbors were together. They had the tables out. They had like the tent, the little tents you use for like picnics or the beach. And they were serving fucking iced tea, grilled cheese sandwiches, tomato soup, and then they had fucking candy. So like they had a whole fucking spread, and like I felt like I was at Comic-Con in a way. Like I was like, but at the same time I was like, the fucking iced tea was terrible. It didn't taste like iced tea, but I did have a nip of Tito's, so I was like pouring my Tito's inside my iced tea as my daughter was trick or treating. So then there was this other house that had a apple cider type liquor. It was like a shot, and they were serving the kids candy, but they were giving people the adult shots. So I went there. So me and my friend were there, and we took a couple shots, and we were having a great time. But one of the things, and I'm so happy we were talking about Halloween, is one of the things that I noticed because I was watching my daughter from afar going house to house. One of the things that I had mentioned in the comments is that now that I think about the Halloween movies and the Michael Myers movies, people really make it fucking easy for shit like that to happen. Like there were people there were couples like angry with each other, so they like walk off on their
Yeah.
own. There were
Yeah.
kids like
Oh yeah.
by,
That definitely happens.
there were kids by there were kids there were kids by themselves. There were like people leaving their fucking front doors opening, walking to their neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm standing there, I'm like, as I'm playing the Halloween theme in my head because I'm a fucking psycho. I'm
And he's
standing there.
standing there, he's thinking, I could walk right in there and kill about 6 bitches right now.
I wouldn't say that on this show. That is not a confession. So I'm standing there, and like the whole time I'm standing there, I'm like thinking, like, if there was somebody as crazy as a Michael Myers, right? That was like I could see how that could like it showed me how realistic it could be, right? We're all having fun. It's like going to the mall, right? Or going to a concert.
Oh,
You don't know
I
who
hate
the
going to
fuck
the
is
mall.
around. You don't know who's around. You don't know who's roaming. You don't know who's who. So, again, this is everybody's having a great time. Everybody's dressed up. And again, here's a fucking guy who's dressed up in a costume. It's appropriate for the holiday. And nobody fucking knows who he is. And the whole time I'm watching my daughter, I'm watching her to make sure like nobody tries to snatch her up or anything. And it's funny because she turns around and she looks at me. She was like, "Why are you standing there looking so weird?" I'm like, "I'm actually watching you and watching the environment. So if anybody tries to anything, like they don't see me coming. I'm just coming." So yeah, it was like it really like I don't know if it's I think I'm just going crazy. I think I need to
You
stop
know,
watching.
I always say I let my kids run off and do what they want. 'Cause I always say if somebody's going to kidnap you, I give it about maybe 24 hours and they will bring you back and they will apologize, be like, "I am so sorry that you've got to put up with this every day. I can't handle
Yeah, no, it was just weird, bro. Like, but you know what? Though? It was the first time I ever went to that neighborhood because last year I went to another neighborhood where they had like quads and like fucking like golf carts and they were like driving people to one house to another. It was fun. It was a hell of fun. But this time around, it was nice because they didn't need that. And there was speaking of Hocus Pocus, it was this place that had a big ass projector in the middle of the street watching Hocus Pocus. Everybody was like watching Hocus Pocus as they were getting candy and people were just walking around. And I'm like, fuck, I can't do that in my neighborhood. Like, I put a fucking projector outside, it's gonna be gone within the next like minute or two. Like, it's gonna be
it." Yeah,
fucking gone. That's just gonna
there's a big difference between that neighborhood and the neighborhood you live in, the neighborhood I live. Well, I live in the woods. I don't live in the neighborhood, but I couldn't. You can't do it because it gets stolen. I wouldn't be able to do it because bears would probably tear it apart. You know,
mm.
we live in the danger zone. They live in the white communities.
Right. That's like what's the
These
worst
fucking
thing like
white
that?
people, they got it. They got it great. Let me tell you.
Oh, listen, there was this one house and it looked like something out of like a fucking movie. It had like big fucking windows. The guy had no curtains. Like he wanted you to see. Like, it's like if he's ass naked, he wants you to see him in the morning. And he must be a fucking hanging like a fucking horse because anybody. I mean, me and my side chicha. I'm
That's
not
a
gonna have a.
hell of an assumption.
Well, I mean, why else would you have big fucking windows and have no curtains? You must either your wife is hot or your girlfriend is hot or your girlfriends are hot and you want the neighborhood perverts to see her or Michael Myers to see her. And or you're a fucking, you're a like Deuce Bigelow or what was the bad guy in Deuce Bigelow? I forgot his fucking
There
name.
was a
Anyways,
bad guy in Deuce Bigelow.
he was like the guy that he was like house sitting for. Like I
Oh, the
forgot
actual Bigelow.
His name was Antoine. Like the guy's like the fucking owner is like an Antoine, right? He has like a mullet with long curly hair, a little bit of chest hair, and he has the Burt Reynolds mustache, and like he wakes up every morning and has the silk robe with just the drawers, and he's like sweaty because he just worked out. That's what the guy looked like. It wasn't a costume. That's exactly what he looked like. So in my mind, I'm like, because my mind is, my mind. I'm seeing this house and I'm like, there's no fucking way this guy has big fucking windows and you're like doing it because you want people to see the inside of your house. Me personally, I have a little like one of those like little shade things to cover my, and I hate people. There are times where I forget my fucking towel and I have to run ass naked through the living room when nobody's home to get my towel. And I'm like, hiding myself like I got something great to show. I don't got shit to show. But this guy was so fucking confident that he had big fucking windows that looked like doors. And the minute you saw through the window, like he knew, like you were watching inside. So like when the kids went to his house at trick or treat, here comes this fucking guy.
You
And he
are
was like,
putting a
oh,
lot of fucking thought into this. Let me tell
well,
you.
I mean, I thought about it. It was, listen, when you're standing far away watching your child from a distance just to watch the surroundings, you got a lot of time to fucking think. I literally sat there for a good 20 minutes thinking like Michael Myers would have came from this way and got this person right here that would have got this house. But then this house happens and I'm like, the fuck is this? So, but like they were giving great, and then the dude was giving like the jumbo candies too. Beautiful house, beautiful house. And I'm like, there is no fucking way you have windows that. I mean, do you don't think somebody with big windows like that is not like trying to show you like, hey, I want you to see, like you're the neighbor, like
Yeah, I've never really thought about it that way. I mean, I have big windows on my house, and I don't have
go.
curtains on all of them. But I've also only got trees. Like there's, nobody unless somebody's hiding in the trees. I guess nobody's gonna be looking in.
A box that says I'm sweaty no roll, not even after. Well, not this fucking guy. This guy right here. And like honestly, like I was a little jealous. I was a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, it's
Like I
because you're imagining he's got a big fucking salchicha, and you're. That's the only reason you were getting jealous.
well, besides that, I was a little jealous because I'm like, this guy has a lot to show. Like he is so confident. Like I get like I have a little muffin top and I'm trying to work this out. And I'm like, there's times where I try to suck my stomach in as I walk to work. I mean, all the ladies at work say, well, dad bods are in. Well, bitch, no, it's not. I'm feel self-conscious because I used to be fit and shape. You weren't fit and shape and in shape at one point as well, right? Unworthy.
Yeah, before I broke my back,
I'm
I was
I'm
in
not
really
body
good
I'm
shape.
not body shaming you here. But I'm not body shaming you here. No, but like this fucking guy, man, like it motivated me to like want to like work out and hopefully move and find an
Yeah,
apartment with
this
big
is
fucking
blowing my
windows.
mind. You go by this dude's house that's got these big windows, and
Yeah.
you get all fucking cock shamed, and you body shamed. Like what the hell?
I
You go
definitely
by
got
a
caught.
house with big windows and no curtains. How do you know he didn't have curtains? Just because they weren't closed? Maybe they
First of
were.
all,
Maybe they were open windows.
I will tell you why I know he didn't have curtains because
I
nobody
want
in
to
their
hear why.
right
Did you go in his
no
house?
no, I stood far away because I was watching like the whole house. Like I wanted to, like again, I was watching from afar.
You're
Like I
looking
was
from
standing.
afar, going, "I
That's
really need to
exactly
get
what I was doing.
myself together."
I really need to get one of those weights. But like, no, the curtains that he had were like the little ones that you I really don't normally see a lot of people. You know how sometimes, when you put curtains, like you'll put like two sets of like medium-sized curtains on each corner, but then you'll put a small one in the middle to kind of give it that. And then it's you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I
I
can't
do,
just
but just because he didn't see
so
that doesn't mean he didn't have curtains.
no, but even then he didn't have like a screen or like one of those screen things to kind of cover the door. And no, it was
Well,
just like
here's what I can tell you. If it was like a real rich white person neighborhood, he could have the windows that were the fucking screens are built right in. Have you seen those? If it was a real like rich neighborhood, he could just have those windows. Like they're
I
not
know,
that
but like
expensive.
okay, so you have a house that big, right? With big windows that big. You're gonna put curtains on your window, right?
If I had those
Or a towel or
cur-
something.
no, if I had those windows that had the built-in ones that just turn them all, they shade them from the inside. No, I wouldn't
Mhm.
bother fucking putting curtains up. Why would you?
Well,
If
you
they
don't
can
want
do it
nobody
on
looking
their
at
own, why would you?
well, I don't want nobody looking at my
Do you know the
salchicha.
ones I'm talking about? They're windows and they're clear, obviously, because they're a window. But then, like, you hit a button and then the
Yeah,
windows black out because it's got like the
yeah,
stuff built into it. Like,
yeah.
if I could afford those, I wouldn't have curtains on anything.
I mean, if I looked like him, I wouldn't put fucking curtains on anything neither. I mean,
I'd have them in my bedroom, and that once a month that I get the bed rocking, I'd be hitting the switch on accident. It'd be like curtain open, curtain close, curtain open, curtain close.
well, here's the
For only about 30 seconds though.
here's the cherry on top right here. When again, friends of mine, my friend, she's older woman, beautiful woman, And she made the comment like, "Oh man, I would love to live in this house with this guy." So the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, "Fuck, this is what I need to do. I need to get me a house with no big windows and no curtains, and like
Oh,
just walk around with a silk, sweaty fucking velvet shirt or robe, whatever the fuck he had on. He probably had his girlfriend's robe on because the shit was shiny as fuck. Like, there's
you
no
know
way in
what? You
hell."
are sounding like a fucking hater right now. You
I
are
was.
crazy.
I was hating like a motherfucker. The whole time I watched, I was like, this motherfucker, I got this little ass apartment.
He's probably the nicest fucking guy in the world. Give you the shirt off of his back, and you're just like this rich
Marjorie.
asshole.
It's like, honestly, like, I should have just walked to the house and say, hey man, how do you do it? How can I be you? Teach me your ways. How can I do
And you know what?
this?
He seems like he was a nice guy. He'd be like, "Well, come on in here. Let me help you out. Let me talk to you."
Bend over, I'll show you.
Or he'd be like, "L.A. Knight. Let me talk to you."
Let me talk to you. But yeah, going back to the neighborhood was beautiful. I love to go to neighborhoods where they like think outside the box. Like, again, projectors. And chat, let me know, like, when you guys take your kids or when you go out with your spouse or your girlfriend, your friends, whatever, and you guys go out trick or treating, do you guys have people that do nice things like that where they serve you tomato soup, um, drinks like alcohol beverages or shots, or even like give you like watered down fucking iced tea? Or even, do you have a guy in your neighborhood with big windows and a big chest and a curly
You
what
know,
is it, a mohawk or a mullet or whatever
so
the fuck he
the
had?
the dude there, that the house where I was talking about, where
Oh,
my
nice.
son walked off the fucking side of the sidewalk and hurt his wrist, and we had to like start heading back to the car. We
Mm,
were only 1 or 2 houses away from this little side road that goes up the hill, and I
mhm.
know I know the people that live up there, and they
Yeah,
do that where they hand out candy for the kids, but they hand out
yeah.
beers or shots and stuff like that for the parents. So like the whole time I'm like, we're cold. I know we're cold, but we're gonna make it up this road,
Yeah.
and dad's gonna get a shot of whiskey, and dad's not
Mm,
gonna be cold anymore, and we'll have it, in us to keep going. And then my son had to
mm,
go fall and get hurt. I was like,
mm.
fucking ruined it for me.
Well, honestly, like, something always happens during those nights, right? There's always got to be like this one thing. Like, I remember when after we went trick or treating, we walked around and we had a great time. Great time. We laughed, we joked. It was just fun. It was just fun. I was like mingling. Like, there were a couple like older women over there and like in these houses, and I was like, I'm gonna try to like holler at some of these women, like try to get myself in here. But like, and that was just the alcohol talking. But like, we had a great time. But after everything was over, I was planning on going to the old neighborhood that I went to the year before, which was also great. But then it was one of those things where like I had my other kids home. So we was like, oh, let's just go home. And like the whole plan was to go home and fucking watch scary movies for the night. And that did not happen. I literally just crashed and went right to bed. And then by the time I woke up in the morning, it was already November 1st. And it's like,
Yep.
it was bittersweet. Now, what
November
would
1st,
you,
Mariah Carey.
yep, November 1st, Mariah Carey. Now, here's a question for the chat and a question for you, Unworthy. What would you rate from the scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate this Halloween? This Halloween was what compared to all the other Halloweens that you have been?
Well, compared to last Halloween, this was a 10.
Okay, so
Last
this was a
last Halloween, our kids were sick and we all were home. We didn't get to go do anything.
mm,
So compared to that, it was a 10. But like I can remember in the last few years where it was really nice weather and really
mm,
warm, and we weren't freezing our asses off. So in
okay,
comparison to that, I would say this was like a 1.
okay, okay.
But I still had a great time with my family.
I'm gonna say this year was a 10. Last year it was. I'm gonna say a 7.5, only because although the neighborhood was great and we had a lot of candy, there was a lot of hills and there was like no downhills. Everything was upward. And it was a lot of walking, lots of walking. And I think the streets were a lot longer. In this neighborhood, everything was so close by. Like, you stopped at one house, the next house has something. Then you cross the street, that house had something. You cross the street, and then two houses were together, and both neighbors were doing things together. Or you cross the street, and then everybody was just so fucking friendly, So friendly. Like I'm
What
surprised
happens when
because
what happens when you get in them white neighborhoods?
yeah, man, it was great. Like I really really enjoyed myself. So this year is definitely a 10 for me. But last year would have been, I would say, yeah, last year was a 7.5. So chat, if you can, let me know. What would you
Yeah.
rate this? On a scale of
Well,
1 to 10.
we're giving the chat time to answer. We're not the only ones that are working hard. Our PR department is also working hard behind the scenes. And
Yes.
he's actually getting a phone call right now, and we have a hidden camera in his office. So we're going to take a look at this phone call.
Oh,
Sure, Jedi Jack will make you a dial. No, does not come with a free mustache ride.
damn.
Bill, hardest working PR agent in the history of ever.
Definitely takes his job serious. He's the reason why we're popular now. I think
He's the
we're
reason
popular.
we're so successful, really.
Yeah, we're very successful. Yes.
If it weren't for him, we'd probably only be like, we'd probably have like 4 less subscribers if it weren't for him.
Or we'd probably be talking about toys only.
Or
not that I have
God
an
forbid.
not that I have an issue talking about toys, but if you guys, as you guys already know, we don't like to just talk about toys. We like to talk about all other types of toys.
That's right.
So we got a couple of so AC Yellow Jacket says a 5. Okay. 5. It creates as a 9.5. Okay. So far 2 people. So yeah. That was the 8th mustache request tonight. Damn.
Yeah,
Lots of requests.
I gotta imagine, Jedi. We ought to start streamlining all the Jedi Jack's phone calls through to our PR department too, because I bet Jack's probably getting fucking tired of it. He's like screening his calls. Not even, he probably threw his phone away. He's so sick and tired of being there.
Well, I mean, the guy that, again, going back to the guy, because I'm like fascinated with this guy. I don't know if I'm more fascinated with the guy or the fucking house. Like,
we're not gonna make this into a thing like the Pee Wee Herman thing, right? Where we do this.
No. We're gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Now, just kind of like, all right, so Halloween is done. We're done.
Yeah, we're done with Halloween.
6 were from Emily Saw. Okay. So Halloween is over. Now it's November 2nd, 2023. That's right. Now what happens? Now we get ready for what? Thanksgiving. Do you do Thanksgiving at your house?
Yeah. I mean, I never pass up a I never pass up a fucking opportunity to eat a bunch of turkey. So.
Can I draw the guy for you guys? Yeah. I will draw him and I will post it on my story. So look tonight. Check it out tonight. I'll tag you.
Yeah,
Yellow Jacket.
You'll know who he is. You'll know he won't even have to draw the house or the windows. You'll know who he's drawn because it'll just have like this humongous fucking crotch area, according to Danny's.
The fucking seriously, I'm not over exaggerating. That motherfucker was like the Zohan. He had Zohan crotch. Like that's
You're
what he
putting
had.
Way too much thought into this.
Well, I mean,
this guy is living rent free in your head right now.
Seriously. Well, I did tell you guys in the pre-show that we had we were gonna have special surprises. So I thought it was appropriate to bring you guys allow or even just have a guest on tonight. So who better than to hang out with us than my sugar daddy, Calvin Sex Monster is in the house. So we're gonna bring Calvin Sex Monster in the house. We're gonna introduce him. Hello, Sam.
Oh, hey. Oh, what's up there, Danny? You sexy fool, you.
What's going on, Calvin?
Oh, I'm living the dream, buddy. Yeah, keep kicking those back. The drunker you get, the better looking we both get.
Yeah. And the less inhibitions he's got.
Oh, boy.
Now, Calvin,
you're looking
jealous?
Pretty sexy over there, too. Kevin! You animal, you.
Now, Calvin, so you heard the conversation about this guy at this house with the windows. Now, how does that make you feel? Do you know people that like that?
I lost you there for a second, gorgeous. What was that?
We were talking about the guy with the Burt Reynolds mustache and the crotch like Zohan from Halloween.
Well, I don't really know what you're talking about, but he sounds goddamn gorgeous.
He
I'm a
was.
big fan of that kind of mustache, and I can't help but wonder if his elephant trunk has the same stash.
He never told me Calvin was an 11. So, what did you do for Halloween, Calvin?
I worked. I have a
You
job.
worked. Okay.
Yeah,
What do you do?
I'm a country crock model.
Okay.
I model country crock.
You model country crock. Okay. I think
I think I might have a picture of that actually.
Oh, I
Might be
believe you
able to pull
do
that up.
somewhere.
yeah, we got to showcase that.
It's-
So
yes, it's-
you worked for Halloween, so now what do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
Oh, I got a turkey in mind that I want to stuff. I'll tell you what.
I'm afraid to ask.
It's a real dirty bird, if you know what I mean.
He says, "Turn down the radio."
What radio?
Yeah, it's a little bit of an echo going on.
Well, listen. When you're this sexy, it sounds like there's three of you. Just ask
Oh,
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin!
It's ringing. It's ringing in my ears.
Oh, I'm so sorry, princess.
That's all right. It's all right. I'm not mad about it.
Okay.
I'm trying to get your modeling photo up.
Nobody wants you mad, honey.
Nope. No, nobody's mad. Nobody's mad.
We got everybody's favorite dad, Cobra Dad, in the house. What's going on, dude? So, Calvin.
Yes, sir.
Halloween is over. You do Thanksgiving. Now, do you stretch the Halloween stuff a little bit and then take it off, or
The funniest
Uh,
thing is that
Halloween's-
you're hearing. The funniest thing is you're hearing your echo, and then you're stopping because you think you're talking over somebody.
I can hear it? So like, oh, it's so there, right?
I'm so sorry, fellas.
It's okay.
I'm not a professional video guy.
We aren't either.
Surprisingly, I mean, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You know
Now,
what I mean?
Unworthy, do you have this country crack photo?
I do. I'm getting it right here.
Oh, he's got it. It's what he's doing with
This
it. when
is
you're not paying attention.
Calvin's country
can't see
crock
his-
modeling.
Oh,
Nice.
there it is. That's
Wow.
it right there.
Look at the pecs on this guy.
It
God
took
damn
a
it,
long
Calvin is
time.
the guy.
fellas. It took a long
Calvin-
time for me to get like that.
Calvin is
I
the
don't know how
guy
you
with
ever
the big
picked him up.
windows.
Yeah, well, I'm on the Lou Ferrigno weight program, and
Okay.
I eat lots of biscuits with country crock, and I do my squats, and I do my tire flips there, where you go
Okay.
outside there and you flip over the tires.
Yeah, you got to
But
squat down low.
I haven't reached those big monster truck tires. Right now, I'm starting with lawnmower tires. You know what I mean?
Do you
and
do
then
the
I'm
one
gonna-
too where you take a sledgehammer and you pound on the tire? Because like I hear that.
Well,
really
yeah,
work
but
out.
again, I'm not up to that level. So right now, I'm just doing it with a ball peen.
Mm.
Yeah, well, hey, that ain't bad. That's a start. You got to start.
Yeah. I figure I'm real good at whacking things with a ball peen hammer now, whacking away. I just whack away all day long. Whacking away.
Just whacking.
I love hearing my echo a little bit because I'm laughing and it's laughing back. It's like I feel like somebody really thinks I'm funny. I feel important now. Hello. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. So, Calvin.
Yes, sir.
Are you a Mariah Carey fan? Are you a Mariah Carey fan?
Am I what?
A Mariah Carey fan. Do you like the Mariah Carey song? It's a big
Not
song during the
really.
holidays.
What I would like to see is Mariah Carey given the Joan of Arc treatment, because I really do not like Christmas music.
Okay.
I'd like to see them tie her to a pole with Christmas lights and light her on fire.
Okay.
Well, she
she used to be great at one point. Like her voice was great.
When was she ever good?
She was great back in the
know
day.
We all know that the only reason anybody really ever paid attention to Mariah Carey was because she was one fine piece of booty.
She is one fine piece of booty. I will say that. She has a nice set of
They're
pillows.
fake,
Are they?
Yeah, you don't want to play with fake ones. Play with some real ones.
I mean, what's wrong with fake ones?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I guess I can't say that because my obsession, Rhea Ripley, has fake ones too.
Does she really?
The other great thing about Mariah Carey is she's a lot like Celine Dion in the fact that she likes the old, like the guys that are out there a little bit and they ain't always like supermodels. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she had kids with Nick Cannon, and he was a lot younger than she was.
And she slept with Eminem, so she's crazy as a fucking
tells me Nick
house
is
rat.
not packing a cannon.
It's probably not. I'm not packing a cannon either.
His name should be Nicky BB Gun.
What's my name?
Oh, your name is Dickie the Stallion.
Oh, I like that. You hear that, chat? Dickie the Stallion. You hear that? I'm proud of that. What would you call Unworthy?
Oh
God.
He's old Johnny Longhammer, son of Odin.
His pecker's called Loki.
Long and heavy, and boy, good for about 3 swings. That's it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. So you were just on a show. You were on the so tell us a little bit about the show you were just on.
Well, it's for guys that really like comic books, and it's called A Weekly Habit, and it's hosted by your friend Cobra Dad. But
it's a damn good show.
You know who I mean? He's probably still out there listening. But we did a little show where we both had to read that new Justice League versus Godzilla versus King Kong book there.
That's a damn good book.
I gotta tell you, not disappointed.
No, it's good. I can't wait for the second one. And I'm so glad that you are on the caliber to be on the invite list to Cobra Dad's show, because it's a tough list. You know, it's not easy to get on that show.
Listen, I'm like George and Wheezy, baby. I'm moving on up. You know what I mean?
Right. You're branching out. We're worried that you're gonna forget who we are.
Oh, listen here, buddy. You guys are part of the family now. You're never getting rid of old Calvin.
No, of course not. We don't. Who wants to get rid of Calvin? The viewers love Calvin.
I got 3 different cease and desist letters. And by the way, just so you know, the real ones don't get written in crayon, Danny.
Yeah, Danny. I tried to tell him that. I'm always telling him, if you want to be seen as a professional, you got to act professional. And he was writing it, and I was like, you got to put the crayons down, get a pen.
Oh, when you were right there watching him write it and not saying how bad it was. That's real nice.
No, I did. I did try to tell him how bad it was. He didn't want to listen.
How bad his writing was. You didn't tell him it was a bad idea.
Oh, well, no, I thought it was a good idea at the time.
Sure you did.
There's plenty of stories I have like that where it was a good idea when I first started out.
Yeah, I'm sure your wife has a couple too.
Yeah, 3 of them actually.
All right, so fellas, we got a lot of great things coming up. One of the things that we got, me and Unworthy actually got, is the Legion's Con coming up this week. Next week on Friday, starting Friday. So all Mythic Legions convention.
Danny in a bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
getting some
Calvin. I wish you could come, Calvin. I wish you could come hang out with us.
I wish so too. It's not that far away, but it's.
No, I know. So we're gonna be going. What is it? I'm gonna be picking up Unworthy from the airport on a Friday. What is it? 7:00. I'm gonna be picking you up.
Yeah, my plane lands at 7. I'm figuring a little bit of schmoozing, a little bit of boozing. I'll have Danny in bed by 10. You know.
Hey,
he thinks I'm not an easy bitch. Like we don't.
Oh, you
You're
are
really-
though. You're an
you
easy
gotta-
lad.
Oh, that's it. Now that I'm officially coming now because that's not gonna happen.
Well, you better get there before 10 then.
I'm not a lightweight unworthy.
Yes, you are.
Well, we also got royalty coming on with us tonight. We actually mentioned them earlier, ladies and gentlemen. He is the jack of all trades and the epitome of what a man should look like, ladies and gentlemen. Jedi Jack in the house.
Oh boy.
What's up,
Oh,
Jack?
Calvin.
Calvin's in the house.
Oh, it's that sexy Jedi Jack. Look at that grin. Oh boy.
We were just talking about you, Jedi Jack, because we've been getting a lot of phone calls to our PR department about you, asking if they buy dios from you if it comes with free mustache rides.
I mean,
That's a
I'm
fair
up for it.
question.
Well, I guess six of the calls. Our PR department was on here earlier, so he had eight calls tonight about that. 6 of them were somebody named Emily, and then 2 of them were somebody named Calvin. So
Listen,
All right, well,
I definitely called more than 2 times, so there's something wrong.
Jack, what have you been up to, Jack? What's new with you, dude? I know you're a busy man. You've been taking awesome photos, but what's new? What's new in the books? What are you doing?
not I've been working a lot,
Okay.
regular work, but
Work is good.
yeah,
Work is good.
that's fun. I did. I am finishing up one set of dios for somebody, a couple building faces with the fire escapes kind of thing,
Okay.
and then just started on one for Diggs Figs.
nice.
He wants like a room with and a hallway, and then a adjoining room to it, kind of thing. So I'm trying to
Nice.
get like modular and stuff for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, just trying to get shots in when I can. I've been
Mhm.
kind of slacking on that. I gotta. I thought I would get some more done this week, and I'm way behind on taking anything. Halloween ended up being like a 3-day thing for me.
Really? So what did you do for Halloween? Like, did you go trick or treating with your lady? Did you take anybody? Did you go out with family? Did you do a party? What did you do?
Yeah, like Sunday we did a party and had some. It was just a small thing, like 8 people and stuff, but
Okay.
we had that was a good time, and Emily made a bunch of her signature cakes and stuff, and we had some. I wasn't in a very exciting costume. We were Johnny and Baby from Dirty Dancing, so
Nice.
and then on Monday we did something Monday. I don't remember what, and then on Halloween, so the town we live in, they closed down like the downtown historic area for trick or treat. Like several blocks are closed off, and like all the houses in that area just decorate to the max. And I mean, most houses have live bands, bars set up, open bar, and it's just the streets are just packed. You think you're like walking around at like Disneyland or something, because it's just wall to wall people. Everybody comes from like counties around. So yeah, we just there's Diggs.
Diggs Figs in the house.
Some costumes on and threw some drinks in a wagon, and did the
I know.
walk.
The echo is killing me.
I know. Where's that coming from?
I'm trying to correct it as we go, but it's not working.
No, it's not, but it's okay. But like, we don't care. So we one of the things that I've noticed about you, Jedi Jack, is you don't talk a lot about your photography.
Yeah, I'm always learning, bro. So it's like
I mean, you could fucking fooled me because you post all these photos and I'm like, This fucking guy knows how to take photos, and he's like never like I know you for being the dial guy, but then you post photos, and I'm like, fuck, he knows how to take photos too, really good photos too. So I'm like,
Thank you.
shit. So like, have you ever thought about like making prints to kind of like showcase some of the dials that you make to kind of make it? You know what I'm saying? Like you could, like you know what I'm saying, like to show people how you could utilize the dial in a way,
Yeah,
right?
I have to get better at that as far as like incorporating, dials that I make into my shots. Cause like I said before, like half the time I make stuff and then ship it out and I don't have anything. So I have to like make stuff up with what I have laying around. And, but what I do is like, for whenever we do Comic Cons and stuff, I usually get a bunch of prints of some of my photos, like 3x5s. And then I put my information on the back of that, and that's what I use as a business card. So basically, I'm just handing out photos, and people take those a lot quicker because they're like, "Oh, cool, this is cool." Because I'll have like several of them. I'm like, "Take whatever you want," Yeah, and that helps. And I'd like to do some good, a little bit larger size. Like I talked Brandon into sending me one of his Punisher shots. It's like, poster size. And I'm working on a studio in my house. So it's going to be fully dedicated to just photography and dial building. And I want to try to get shots from like all you guys, like bigger ones, because I want to have like people from the community I want to have their shots up on my wall, not just, other art that I buy from other places. I'd like to have your guys' stuff.
Well, here's a couple of shots that I want to showcase from you. And this is one, which is pretty cool. It's a nice, I'm a sucker for black and white shots. So this is a pretty good segue because we said we definitely were going to showcase a lot of the Hacktober photos, but I wanted to quickly, and not just showcase your photos, but also showcase some of Calvin's, because Calvin is a awesome photographer as well. So I want to showcase some of his stuff. But you're a big Daredevil fan. You have a great Daredevil collaboration that's going on.
Yes, and I gotta say I really love that hat, Jack. I might have to look into finding one like that.
It's a good one.
Here we go. These are all the
it's just the what do you call it?
So a couple of photos that I really, really love. Like this one right here is pretty cool. I love this photo right here. I love the blurriness in the back. How you kind of just focus on Daredevil, and it's like I love this, like it's the angle that you take. Like again, and is this a dial you made right here as well?
No, that's the one in the back's an Extreme Sets, and then the props are all mine.
Shit,
like in the corner there, but the other one was just the Extreme Sets, and
there's a photo here that I'm searching for right now. Here it is. When I tell you I love the shit out of this photo, I love everything about it. It has so much depth. So much depth. That's Timber from the Snake Eyes 2-pack, correct?
Yep.
And this is a Mythic Legion.
Yep.
And again, Legion's Con is next week. So I'm telling you, like, I love the snow, the background. Like, tell me a little bit about this photo. Like, what did you
So I honestly got lucky on how that turned out. Because I wanted to do kind of like a little snow one. I was like working on a dial base, which literally I just like I had a base from something else and I flipped it over and painted it white. So, and my idea was I was going to add to it and add some rocks and some like snow drifts and stuff. And I was just kind of testing it out. So I had the trees that I had made, a little while ago. Those are like my test trees, and I kind of put them up there, and then I threw the Mythic Legions up there, and I'm like, what if I throw up a wolf? And then I was like, I don't have nothing for a background. I was like, well, I'll use a little digital one. So I pulled up one that I thought worked well, and then I just I did the old sprinkle of the flour all over everything to just kind of give it a little drifting. Hit it with some lights, and I was just like, works,
Now, do you have photography in your background? Like, do you do a little bit? No?
hell no, I don't know nothing about photography.
You could have fucking listen. You're like a hustler. You're like the guy that goes into the pool place, and is like, "Oh, I've never done this before," and then like beats me and takes all my fucking money at the end of the night.
I am not lying. Like photography for me before I started this, like held zero interest. Like, not that I wasn't like amazed by seeing, you know, photographs and stuff, but it wasn't something I ever thought like I would get into. I was just like, it doesn't really appeal to me, you know? And then when I started doing this, I was like, man, this is fun, you know? And the more I learned like about like learning how to like set up lighting and
There he is.
There's the real Jack.
There he
The
is.
real Jack. The real Jack. Like the real Bill, this is the real Jack.
You know, and then and I'm digging it so much more, and that's literally why I do the Daredevil collab. Is, you know, each week we're kind of like always working on like one aspect of photography. We don't just take like I don't usually just say, hey, we're going to take a shot using this, or the theme is this. It may have a small theme, but usually the theme is centered around like lighting or a certain pose or you know, an angle. Like, you know, we've done low angle shots, we've done high angle shots, we've done you know, this past week was the black and whites. And you know, and I like it because it gives me a chance to kind of like work on something different that I may not usually work on, you know, because you know how we all do. We all stay with what we're comfortable with and what we're used to doing.
Yeah.
That's my formula. And you never end up getting any better because you never push yourself past and, you know, try those other things that maybe you don't ever think about doing. Because like you have some people that are like the very first week we did portrait shots, and because I suck at portraits, you know, I know
you could have fucking fooled me. You could have fooled me.
So, you know, and I had people message me on the side. They're like, dude, I'm not good at portraits. I'm like, cool. Well, that's what we're doing this. Let's practice. Let's get better. You know, you won't get better at doing it till you try it. And that's been the whole thing. Everything's a learning process. And as long as it's fun, that's why I love doing it. And dude,
that's what I appreciate so much about your Daredevil, your Hell's Kitchen collabs, because that's the same approach that I feel like more collabs need to take. Stop being so stringent and stuck to rules.
Yeah.
And, like, I try to do that with the No Justice collab. You know, the theme is Superman villains, but if you can convince me on why Pikachu belongs in this, then I'm for it. Make a picture of Pikachu and make that a Superman film. I'm cool.
This Namor one is dope. I love this one. Telling you, man, you have an eye for like dials, but I'm telling you, jack of all fucking trades, man. Like this shot right here, I have a hard time trying to like create water scenes in my photos. Like I have a hard time doing that.
Like, that was like one of my first ones of like trying to do it too, because I was like, how did these
fucking nailed it,
dude?
Fucking nailed it.
Do you got a bottle of Jack?
A bottle of Jack Daniels?
My man.
Got a little nippy old hair of the dog, you know.
Jack Daniels is what it is. Now, Calvin, I wanted to, because Calvin is here, and I don't, you know, Calvin, there's a photo I really want you to like. I want to hear your opinion on this photo, because I trust your opinions on things here. So this is a photo I really want you to like. Tell me what you think of it. Like this photo right here. What do you think of Jack here on this photo? Oh, go ahead, Jack. I mean, go ahead, Calvin.
Oh boy.
Look at those chest muscles, would you, Calvin?
There you go.
He's got some pectorals, I'll tell you that. The bald head, oh boy. And then you got the show.
He looks great, doesn't he?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Great isn't even really the word for it, and he's already gloved up.
How about this one, Calvin?
Yeah, well, if you got that ugly girl out of the way there, and you put then we'd be all right there.
Oh my God!
If you put my picture, my country crock picture, next to that guy, then we'd be all set.
Now, Jedi Jack, is this the wife right here?
That's a girlfriend. That's Emily. That's
All right.
the other half of the dial building duo.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Emily because she has an eye also for like awesome like ideas and stuff. Because I remember you mentioning she helps you with a lot of the ideas and does some of the painting. So, Emily, I don't know if you're on or if you're watching the replay. Shout out to Emily because she's fucking awesome also.
You want to talk about somebody that can take incredible photographs? It's her.
Oh, she can.
Oh,
She's really good.
Yeah, she
does, Jackie boy. I guess she
does. She went to college on a photography scholarship. And so even though she didn't pursue it and she's always like, nah, I'm okay at it. She'll just grab her phone and like take a random picture of like something and it looks poster quality every single time.
Well, I mean, you guys could have fooled me because the level of like stuff that you guys do, man, it's ridiculous.
Well, I appreciate that, but can I just say, both of you guys, Unworthy and Toy Addict, I don't know what you guys have been taking lately. I mean, you guys are already doing great stuff, but then, man, this last month, you guys just slammed the photos and you just elevated everything.
Well, what Unworthy's been taking is a $1 million bat cave. That's what Unworthy's been taking.
Yeah, that's really where my shit started improving. I got this amazing bat cave dio, and I was like, oh shit, I'm taking some pictures now. Let me tell you.
Yeah, his I will say, just to kind of credit Unworthy, his shots have been like fucking amazing. Like, I was so happy to see him like featured on the top 10 yesterday in TPC.
Yes, I was too.
So happy to see a shot. So happy to see a shot. Jedi Jack, you were also featured on the top 10. Yeah. Oh shit. So I got two of the people that were featured yesterday. I'm so happy to see you guys being just appreciated. And I mean, you guys have been appreciated in a lot of shows, but like it's nice to see your hard work, but like hard work being seen. And I believe the shot, Jedi Jack, was it the Daredevil shot?
Yeah, it was part of the Daredevil one.
Like that was one of the things that really resonated with me, that it was the Daredevil collaboration and the No Justice collaborations that were being featured. And that to me holds everything, because to me it was just like, here are these fun collaborations that these guys have done and put together and don't have any restrictions. It's literally fun and like they're being appreciated. In a way, it's like everybody that's taken part in those collaborations are being appreciated, because this is your baby. This is what you guys started. So
yeah, and when I don't normally I've been nominated for the TPC a couple times, and I've never really put too much effort into, vote for this or go like this. I've never really put too much effort into it. But this one, like you said, it was for the collab. So I was like, I gotta push. And I was actually stoked because my picture and the number 2 picture from the top 10 last night were both from the No Justice collab. So I was like, hell yeah, man, No Justice is taking over the top 10.
Eventually, good things happen to good people.
Absolutely. So we have Toy Art Unlimited, which is Calvin's. Is this your page, Calvin, or is this your buddy's page?
All right, I think we've all seen past the gig by now. So,
one photo that I love is this Texas Chainsaw photo. Again, it's a fun photo, but I believe me and you talked about this Texas Chainsaw Mezco. I remember you reached out to me and you were telling me how you were like so on buying the Jason. I was like, listen, if you're gonna buy one, buy that Texas Chainsaw, because the accessories are ridiculous.
It was a toss up because I'm really a Voorhees. Like Voorhees is my number one slasher.
Okay.
And Leatherface is definitely like right side by side, maybe a number 2. But once I broke it down and I looked at all the stuff that came with this Mezco Leatherface, it was a pretty easy decision to make.
It's a robbery. All the shit that they give you and then the price, like It's one of those collectibles that you pay like the 100 plus whatever, but like the amount of accessories and it's the better. Honestly, it's the better horror Mezco. It's the better one.
It's so one of the things I like is the one reason that I'm so big on mezcal. I do a lot of talking about it and I bust a lot of balls, but my
Okay.
main reason isn't even just the soft good. It's really about all the stuff that mezcal packs into their stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's the little things like his hands are grimy. There's dirt
Yeah, they're
underneath
great.
his nails.
Yeah, you can see it right here.
Yeah.
Fucking dope, man.
It's
He looks like
crazy,
a
man.
dirty hillbilly that would be chasing
Yeah,
somebody with a
man.
chainsaw.
Look at this shit. It's fucking dope.
It's crazy.
One of the things that I love so much about your photos are that you give it that like filter and that kind of like scene where it kind of makes it look like you're watching an old VHS tape.
Yeah, it's
Remember
a
when
good
you used to watch
frame.
it? Yeah, like remember how you used to like
my favorite horror movies are all those old school original ones from the 70s and 80s. So they all had that look, and that look to me is horror. Like when I think about great horror movies, they all have that like really crappy film quality. Like when I see the HD stuff, it's too produced. It's too like clear and like.
Yeah, I agree, Calvin.
Style is what I shoot when I try to shoot horror.
I love
agree
this photo
with you,
right
buddy.
here.
That's how I like my horror too. I like to see it all grainy and dirty looking and beat up.
Yeah,
speaking of classic stuff. Now, the other day, I while I was doing stuff, I threw on all the old classics. I had Dracula on and Frankenstein and everything.
The best movies.
And dude, that Dracula shot you did the other day with it, where he was like behind the cobwebs, dude, it was perfect. It was literally a cutscene from the movie.
This shot right here is like when I saw this shot, I was like, "Fucking nailed it!" Sweep the legs. It's fucking dope,
once
man.
I got those figures, that shot is like that one and the one of Crease, like right up to his face, where he's like, "You got a problem with that, Mr. Lawrence?" I gotta check that out. Shots were the ones that I had to get right.
Hold on, I gotta find that shot. Where is it? It's
probably right before that other one.
Let me see. I gotta find that one. All right. It's not over here.
Maybe not. Maybe I might not have ever posted it.
Oh man, listen, I love the Karate Kid movies, man.
I mean, that was my wheelhouse. That's what I grew up with.
Again, awesome photos. Love the backgrounds, how you blend them so well. And again, the filters, like one of the things that I love so much about people's photographies in this community, whether they're taking toy photos or whatever kind of photos they're taking, is the style that they have. And I love how everybody's style is so different from each other, right? Where I could take a photo, and I've heard somebody made this point before, and I could take a photo like Jedi Jack. It may be an inspiration, it may look similar, but it won't be the same photo he took. It'll be just always an inspiration for what he took, right? Because his style is always going to be different from mine. So I love that again, this photo right here, it blends so well together. Looks so good.
Oh, what's going on with Jack? What's wrong with him? He sounds like he's in distress.
He's got his rubber chicken, and
as long as he's all right.
He likes shaking his chicken.
Unworthy likes to choke his chicken too. So
I sure do. Well, I'm a married man, Calvin. What else am I gonna
do? Now, hey, Calvin, one thing I will say.
Yeah. Something that may have been glossed over. I did not see any pictures of Frankenfurter.
Oh yeah. We didn't, did we?
No, you did not. Well, I am very disappointed as well because I ordered an Amazon costume that never showed up on time.
Oh,
so from what my understanding is the costume will show up sometime because it was one of those like weird companies. You know, Amazon is like a bunch of places. So the costume that I actually wanted was through Amazon, and when I ordered it, it didn't tell me it was shipped until like the day before Halloween, and it's like it's been saying shit for a while, and it's not even here yet. So I believe within the next 2 days it'll be here. But I promised everybody once it shows up, I'm gonna dress up and I'm gonna give you what you wanted. I'm still the show must go on, and I will still give.
We're gonna film it next Friday.
Until I see it.
I'm gonna be Rocky. I'm gonna have my shirt off. I'm gonna be lifting the weights, and Danny's gonna be singing, "I can make you a man."
So, one of the things I wanted to just showcase is the Hacktober hashtag that we did. If I could just fucking pull this up real quick.
It was a lot of fun. You guys got me going on, inspired me to do some horror shots, which I've never done. So,
oh man, there was so many great shots, and I had a bitch of it. There were so many shots that came through that I had a bitch of a time trying to make sure that I was every single one that I was putting in for the entries, making sure they were following Chubsies like they're supposed to be. They'd use the right hashtags. What a fucking nightmare.
So here are all the photos from the hashtag AWA_Hacktober that were submitted for the giveaway for Chubsies. So kind of want to start with this one. AC Yellow Jacket, he was in the chat, man. And again, a beautiful photo.
Again, there's another guy that always takes great stuff, but probably like in the last 2 months is just like leveled up greatly.
Thank you, Wade Corey. Thank you. Going back to what I love about this photo is just like how it's beautifully lit, but like I love how they the Joker's face, like it's somewhat like it doesn't show, but you kind of see a little bit of the detail of the mouth. The eyes are darkened a little bit. I love the lighting in this photo.
Yeah, and the bokeh effect in the back. I'm not trying to steal a term from the Toy Daddies, but that's a real thing. the bokeh light effects in the back.
Yeah, this is amazing. All right, what else we got here?
Actually, go that.
Yeah,
this is a dope ass shot from First Strike. First Strike Figs did a lot of great shots this month.
He did a new post every day of the month. Yep. He had like 40 some odd photos that he 40 some odd pieces of content that he put out for the month.
That one is crazy.
Believe it or not, being spooky season and all, I only had 3 shots for the whole month.
You know, another person, and I seen him in the chat earlier, and I wanted to give him his credit, is Ladonda. He did the October. He did a post for every day of that October challenge. Yeah. And man, that takes some fucking dedication. Like, you're putting the time in, you're doing those shots. My hat's off to that guy.
I love I don't think a lot of the shots are showing on this.
You gotta scroll back up. You gotta go to I think there's like all shots. Oh well, you're not following the fucking hashtag either. What?
Well, this is my computer. I'm following it through my phone, not my computer. So I'm gonna follow.
Go to our page and hit the tag post.
This fucking guy, man.
I'm just trying to help you out, man.
I'm trying to be professional here.
Not in messages. We don't want to see your messages.
You want to see my messages with Calvin?
Yeah, I was like, why did my phone just get filled up with a bunch of Danny's dick pics?
Yeah.
Here's a lot of great shots. Here's a great one. I love this one from Mute the Preacher. I said mother.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Love this shot. A great shot with April. Michael Myers. Obviously, love this shot. Love the scenery, the setup.
I noticed April got killed in a lot of shots this month.
She's the new Bill.
Yep.
Shout out to this shot right here, man. For Huang.2.toy photos, man. I love his Lego photos, man. He did a great job.
That's killer.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. What else we got here? Oh, this is pretty cool. I love this one. From Diggs Figs. Diggs Figs has some dope.
That's a fucking hell of a punch right there.
Yeah, that's
hell yeah.
Great.
I love
Big
this shot,
Stig's
man.
posing is always top notch, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree. Always top notch. And his ideas are great too. Like the way he thinks outside of the box is fucking crazy.
Well, his perspective is good. Like, I always have a hard time getting, I don't know, I find myself being stuck in that like 2-dimensional side to side kind of thinking. Like, it's not easy to get good perspective like that.
That was so cool.
My man
Oh, yeah.
Shoot, man. My man Shoot had this whole Jason versus the Justice League series
Let me tell
going,
you,
man.
that whole story that he did for the whole month with the Justice League versus Jason, it was incredible. It was some of the best storytelling. I'm a
Uh-huh.
sucker for the I love a good photography shot, but I love a story that goes along with it.
Yeah.
And he did for every Thursday of the month, he did the No Justice collab where Jason was taking out the entire Justice League. And then he added an extra bonus shot for on Halloween with Jason versus Batman. And it was it was all incredible shit. This was the best story running.
Yeah.
I try so hard to do stories with my shots, and I feel embarrassed to call my shots stories after seeing this story that Shoot did.
Yeah, Shoot was killing it, man. I loved it. Literally killing it. What else we got? I love this. This photo was featured on TPC last night as well. Great.
Yep.
Alan Chu 666. Oh, another awesome shot. That Mr. Freeze and Tiffany.
Yeah, just his ability to blend those digital backgrounds so well is really
insane.
good.
Man, beautiful. I love with the mismatch. I love when people use like different like characters in one shot from different universes, and like they make them work so well. Or it's like it makes no sense, but the way they take the photo is it's so good the way they do it. We got this awesome photo by Mr. Jedi Jack himself. Fucking Ghost Rider. I love this photo, man.
Now, how cool would it have been to have had a Hell Charger with Ghost Rider?
Yeah,
that would have been dope, wouldn't it?
It'd be a
Fucking
lot better than that damn giant man.
Mezco, you fucking Mezco people,
fucking
ruined
giant
it
man
for everybody.
For all those who had it, all those who got a giant man, you could have had my giant man for free.
That is an awesome shot.
Oh, go to that.
Yeah, go up that one.
Back up.
Yep.
That Michael and Jason one.
Yeah.
From Mikey B Town. Our homie, he got a fucking shadow ban. He wasn't even allowed to post, so we posted this for him, and so did Cobra Dad and a few other people posted this for him.
Awesome photo.
Shout out to our boy Mikey. Glad he's out of Instagram jail.
For now.
I love these two figures, man. But out of both of them, the Jason is definitely my superior one.
Who makes those, Danny?
Mesco makes those.
Is that Michael your superior, Michael?
It is not.
No.
Is that Jason your superior, Jason?
It is not. But they're great figures. The Jason is a better figure from both.
I will admit that the NECA Michaels or Myers are the way to go.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, perfect example. Boom.
I mean, come on. Our boy Shoot was killing it all month long.
We got a couple more here.
Yeah.
It's a great photo here from X-Wing Pilot. I love this photo. This is a great photo.
Batman is about to have a bad experience with Sam.
Awesome photos, man.
Yeah, I was completely humbled by seeing everybody participating in the No Justice for the month. Everybody and Danny always tries to say that don't tag unworthy. I'm glad everybody was still tagging me in the Black and Wednesdays because there was so many awesome shots that came in the Black and Wednesdays. It was a great month all around.
Look at this fucking shot right here, man. It's like a fucking comic panel. Fuck, yeah, I love this shot, man.
112 Wonders is no slouch, and he also makes amazing dios. He's in the UK, so any of our UK listeners, you could probably get them a lot cheaper than we can over here.
Our
Yeah.
buddy Skelly in his Joker and Ghostface photo. This is dope.
Skelly's another guy that's gotten like elevated lately, man.
Yeah, man. He's fucking
He
doing a
was
great
always
job.
he was always taking great shots, and then all of a sudden, like his lighting and stuff got better, and then damn, his photos just started popping like crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Green Geek, when it comes to lighting, he's always on point.
Oh,
Always on point, man. Always on point. And I love how he always, one of my favorite shots from him, besides that Michael Myers shot he took once, is anything he takes with Pennywise. He does such a great job with Pennywise. Love this photo.
Green always puts a lot of focus on his composition for his shots, which is something that I think people take for granted. I do it all the time, trying to do shots where I'm looking at it in a one-dimensional plane. I don't bother, turning the figures this way or moving my camera off to the side just a little bit. Green accounts for all of that when he puts in his shots. The composition of his shots are always amazing as well. Do that.
This shot was way great. Was so fucking fun. This is dope.
Getting swole. I love this.
Your pets better be fucking swole. Awesome shot, man. So creative too. Is that that's the Fortnite, right? The Fortnite set?
I think so. I think he painted it.
Oh, fucking dope, man.
I don't know who we used or who we put Ghostface head on there, but can you imagine if Ghostface was that fucking big?
Be twice
I wonder if that's Craven or if that's one of the Masters in the Universe figures.
Oh, but Ghostface is jacked right
Does
up.
he even say on this photo? He doesn't even say. I love this Dracula photo from Diggs Figs. Such a beautiful photo. Huh?
You're even on the page, our shit's not. You're not showing all of the shots that we were tagged in for the month.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's like this. It's all over.
Actually, scroll all the way back up to the top. Go over to tag. What is all the way to the end?
Here?
No, down by the photos.
Say that one more time. I can't.
It says post, reels, and then tag.
Oh, okay. Tag. Let's see. Here we are. Oh, look at this one. Oh, fuck. The Unhuman.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. This is so good. I love this photo so much. Damn. Damn, that looks so good, man.
Yeah, that is amazing. The lighting is perfect.
Oh, it is. I love the background. You see this?
Yep. Got the mirror there. He puts a lot of effort into his shots. He always is one of those humble guys. It's like, I just do this for fun, but he puts a lot of efforts into his shots too.
Hey, shout out to Across the Toy Multiverse. He always takes amazing Walking Dead photos, and he does them all outside. Super creative. I am a big fan of his Walking Dead photos. Love him, man. Natural lighting. He has everything posed. I mean, they're already pretty much posed, but like he makes them look so good. This is the one Shoot made. This is the last one, right?
Yeah, that was the culmination of the Justice League versus Jason story. Amazing.
So cool,
look at that
man.
fucking haymaker he's delivering.
Oh, yeah. This one right here.
Who posted that? Oh, Mute. Oh yeah, Mute.
Yeah, Mute did this one. Damn, this was good, man. Look at this.
I love it. I love the gleam off of the knife.
Yeah. This one's pretty cool too. Jedi Jack. Another Jedi Jack post. Damn, Jedi Jack.
That Jedi Jack, not only is he handsome, have an amazing mustache, and a gorgeous girlfriend, he is also a very good toy photographer.
Our boy Raven's Eye has some dope ass photos as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
These with Ryu and Chun-Li and Shredder and fucking Michael fucking shit up.
That dude is so creative on like the ideas he comes up with, man. It's awesome.
Raven has he stepped up a lot, man. His stuff is like next level shit now.
And the amount of content that Ravens put out, it's like with like Danger Room Toy Photography too. Like those two, I don't know anybody that posts more content than those.
Damn.
I mean,
man.
like multiple shots a day, and all of them are bangers. Like, man, I have a hard enough time just making sure I have one post a day.
I have the exact background. I need some trees from Jedi Jack to fill that in.
Green Gate.
Jedi Jack makes some pretty good trees.
I know for sure.
He knows how to raise some wood.
Listen, we're a fan of everything. Here's a Funko photo, which is from Raven. Again, he's not scared to utilize any type of figure.
Yeah, he's very creative, man. His creativity, I don't think gets enough praise, because every one of his shots, it's like super creative and nothing. He never does the same thing. You know, you don't know what he's gonna post.
Yeah, dude, this stuff is amazing.
Yeah, right there, that Red Lantern.
Oh my God, this is beautiful right here. Unhuman. Yeah, Unhuman. You killed this photo. I love this photo.
Unhuman is next.
Yeah. Amazing.
Which photo you were saying?
Unhuman. Go back up. General.
That Red Lantern. Yes.
Oh, Vico says. Oh yeah. He has the Kessler Wolf.
Yeah, well, it's not a Kessler Wolf because it's a construct from Atrocity.
Yeah.
So
that's so dope, man.
That's what makes this so. The way that he made the glow effect on the wolf to make it look like it's coming straight from the ring.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Chef's kiss.
He's another great dial builder as well, man.
Yes. And I had to, for my TPC shot, I made sure that I shouted him out because the dial piece that I used for that was by Vico. So I had to make sure it's like, you better say that motherfucking name when you read this description. Make sure you tell everybody that this is a Vico San exclusive here.
Can I just showcase this photo, because this is like one of my favorite photos ever. I love this photo.
Fucking hack.
I love this photo. I love it. Love the blurriness. Let's just focus on the paper boat, SS Georgie. It's a beautiful photo. I love how it's lit. It's beautiful.
Yep.
Freaking incredible shot, dude.
And it's a Mezco.
It is. That is a Mezco.
I love the way he says that. Yeah,
it is.
Let's go. Oh, this is nice. I love this one. The Unhuman. Another Unhuman shot. Awesome.
Yeah. Unhuman does these amazing close-ups and like intense action scenes. Like this one, I got one framed back here of Bill Hood getting chased away by Ghostface.
All right. I remember that one.
One of my favorite shots ever. But the way that Unhuman does his close-ups and still have it be so action-packed, it always astonishes me.
You saw a lot of the
that
black
Ghostface one. Or not Ghostface, Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, that's the
Ghost Rider one.
So cool, man. Copper State bricks, man.
Insanely good.
Another amazing Lego toy photographer that does amazing work.
Yes, he does.
So supportive too, like super supportive of everybody.
Yeah.
Copper Straight, when you're ready to come on and chat with us, man, let us know, buddy.
Yeah, he knows he's got an open invite.
So good, man. All these shots, man, they're all so fucking good. I know these are Ravens.
These Street Fighter fight scenes that Ravens did were all incredible.
Yeah, all great.
That Brainiac one, actually, one was another one that was like
Collector 425. Yeah.
I gotta get this fucking figure.
Collector 425 is another great I want to say he's a portrait photographer. Does a lot of
close-ups. Yeah.
He's great.
And actually, it's probably too soon to say this out loud, but I'm gonna anyway. November's masterclass is close-ups. That's the theme, and it's Collector 425 and Danger Room Toy Photography.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because they do great close-ups.
Cannot wait.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah. Shit, man. These are fucking dope, man.
Yeah, everybody turned it up this month, man.
Ooh. Woo. I love this one. Yeah. Jonathan Fallen. killing it.
He's another one. He knows how to blend in those digital backgrounds.
Oh yeah, I love this photo, man.
Yeah, I gotta give Fallout Fallen his due, man.
Fallout.
I was anti Photoshop until I went on the show and he challenged me to start doing Photoshop stuff and start doing digital backgrounds.
No.
Where I am.
No, I was there. It wasn't Fallen. Cobra's the one that told you. Cobra's the one that challenged you. I was there on that episode.
Well, whoever it was, grazie. Appreciate it because it definitely changed my.
Calvin, I agree with you in a bit, though. I'm not anti Photoshop. I respect people that do Photoshop, but when it comes to shots with me, I prefer like natural things happen.
Well, here
like,
was always my number one complaint and worry about it is, at what point do you do too much digital editing where it stops being photography and starts being graphic arts?
Mm-hmm. And that's a legitimate argument.
You know?
I agree.
Like if you have to add all kinds of stuff in the background that wasn't there and all kinds of other stuff that wasn't there, how much of the actual photo is photo?
That's a legitimate argument. I will not say that that you're wrong there. The only counter I have for that is if you're taking the photo and then you're doing all of the editing to pull that picture together, it's still your art. It's still your
art, but it's
effort.
not necessarily photography anymore. At that point, it becomes graphic art.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think
with
the action figure photography and versus regular photography, I think those lines, there's a lot more room for those lines to be blurred.
Well, here's
because
what really came
you're taking a small action figure and putting it into a world scene, and like not all of us have the ability to buy a dial that's an entire street block. So like sometimes you gotta, and like we're not all gonna take the time to build like Alan Chu's photo. You're not gonna take the time to build that diorama for Big Brother and Little Sister, like from whatever that game was.
Not to change any the conversation, but like Blitz, if you're watching a replay, can I get this in a poster? I really love this photo. Fucking amazing photo.
I love the heart eyes on that pumpkin. That's one that I wish I had bought.
This is really cool. I love this one.
Yeah.
Toying with ideas. Like, I love this photo right here. I love the candles. I love this photo. It's so different from what I've seen people take photos of the Phantom of the Opera. Like, I love this photo right here. Damn, man.
Yeah, that's.
Do you think he took that shot through real candles, or do you think he layered those candles in?
You know what? That's a good question. Toying with ideas. If you watch this, please let me know. I might just reach out to him myself and ask. Damn, that's a good question.
That could be just layered in, but if it is, man, he nailed the lighting. Perfect.
Yeah, the layering was done really well.
Yeah, my buddy Cox Crate always killing his shots, man. Always doing some great shit. I love this photo.
He's another colorblind brethren like myself. I always love to see his shit.
So many great photos, man. I think a lot of these are Black and Wednesdays photos, but I don't want to take away from. I mean, they're all kind of the
same.
Actually,
I don't want to be that guy, but scroll back down, other way. That Constantine one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
This is my photo, and I'm not bringing this up to give myself a pat on the back, but that
as you should know.
Fucking cigarette in Constantine's hand. Let me tell you, the hours I spent making sure that cigarette looked good for such a tiny little detail, and I sent Clintastic about 30 different pictures. I was like, does it look better now? Does it look better now? And Clint was like, finally, like, listen, it looked good the first one. You're doing too much. I spent so much fucking time on that cigarette.
It's like, I'm trying to sleep, you asshole.
That shot is epic. So time well spent.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was such a nightmare because I'm colorblind. So like the getting the orange glow right for the cigarette, like the star, the that effect, that was simple.
I don't
That
know
wasn't
about you, but
hard at all.
just getting them to hold those things is a pain, anyways. It took
He's
me
now
25 minutes to get Chuckles to hold a cigar the other day.
no, that's the thing. He's not holding a cigarette at all. There's nothing actually in his hand. I added that all in. That was all done digitally. That's why it was such a fucking nightmare to pull.
Okay, well then
You killed it.
You just upped your level about 3 times.
I think Clintastic was like, if you don't stop sending me pictures of this, I'm going to block you.
Oh man, just kind of gonna showcase some of the chat. Turned out amazing. Is it just everybody just showing some love to October?
Yeah, Hecktober was great, man. We're gonna do it again next year, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently. I think we overwhelmed with all the different hashtags this year.
Yeah, it was a lot of hashtags. A lot of hashtags. There's one photo here that I have to showcase, and I'll make it my last. But again, shout out to everybody who took the time to take a photo and make an entry for the giveaway. You guys all like fucking killed it, man. And like, I love that. Like, if there's anything that makes my pickle tickle, it's a horror shot. So thank you for like helping me out there. Where's the photo that I want to see? It's an amazing photo. Well, I mean, these are all amazing, but there's just this one photo that I wanted to not ignore. Oh, here it is. Oh. I love one of the reasons that I love this photo is the minute I saw it, I was like, this is Nightfall, but Jason is Bane, right? Because Jason is such a fucking brute. And he reminds me, he's like the Bane of the horror genre, right? He's the Bane because he's just full power. He's so creative the way he kills, and he's just a fucking animal. And like I could see Batman trying to like, underestimating Jason in the beginning, and doing the Julius, doing the punches. Take your best shot, motherfucker. And then Jason just grabbing his ass and like snapping his fucking back, but. In this case, he doesn't fucking come back from this. He actually dies in this one.
Yeah.
So,
Batman
but I
just crawl home, have some chicken soup, do a few push-ups, and he's fine again.
Yeah, go.
He hits a little magic button on his belt, and Alfred pulls up, and he's like, "Oh, Master Bruce, I told you, you need to be careful with taking fights with the big guys."
He gives him some fucking chicken soup and makes him do a few push-ups and pull-ups. And all of a sudden, his broken back is fine.
Mute the Preacher. I love his caption. It says, "I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body." Yeah, in this case, everything, all of the above.
It was all your immunity to fear broke, your back broke, all of it.
Holy shit, man!
Oh, hey,
well, listen,
I gotta say thanks to you, Toy Addict, for turning me on to that "Don't Walk in the Woods Alone."
Never hike alone and never hike alone.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those were killer.
They were good for fan films. They were fucking
really
awesome.
Good.
Did you watch the second one?
Yep.
He's gonna ask you. Hold on, let me ask for you. Did you see in the credits that his name's in the credits?
I did not.
Well, you would never know because my government is up there, so you would never know. My name is up there, so yay! It was nice to see the ending and see my name. I was like, yeah, I helped pay for this shit.
But
I like
nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. You're Danny.
So shout out to dude. I love the first one. The cinematography for it to be Calvin. Did you watch Never Hike Alone?
I did not.
You got to check them out, man. If you're a Jason fan, it's everything Friday the 13th that you love. And I mean, it has some of the campy stuff, but remember back in the day, it was a lot of that shit going on. So these movies,
part of what made it good.
Here's my question: Is there titties?
No.
Are there tits in a sleeping bag being slammed against anything?
No.
Yes.
There's no titties. Oh, yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Well, then I'm all in.
Watch them. Never hike alone.
There's no gratuitous scenes of teenage girls going like, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing this," and then immediately yank her tits out? There's none of that.
No,
No.
I kept
Oh,
waiting.
man. That's what
And the other
happens in
thing I
Friday the
always
13th
wondered,
movie.
listen, you guys are the horror guys. I always wondered something. Why is it that they seem to think that every household in the 1980s had a spear gun? It doesn't matter what movie you're watching, especially the Friday the 13th. I noticed watching all those lately that there's certain things that are in every movie. There's weed. For some reason, there's always a stoner in one of the Friday the 13th movies. And there's always a harpoon gun or a spear gun or something hanging on a wall or in a shed where there's no reason for it to be. But there's always a spear gun no matter what movie it is. And the people are never smart enough to be the ones to pick it up either.
You're not wrong. I think even in the middle of Texas, nowhere's near water, in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there was a spear gun.
I think there was.
I'm pretty sure there was a spear gun in Manhattan.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Well, they're kind of close to the ocean, but yeah, still, they got no reason to have it.
I tried watching that one the other day, and I was like, it's 45 minutes, and he's still on a boat. I'm done with this. I can't finish it.
Oh, man.
You know what movie I watched the other day that I was like, man, this is so terrible, but I still love it, is the original Scream.
Really?
Scream 1. I was like, man, this is a terrible movie, but I love it so much.
That movie changed so much of the genre of horror.
It really did. I don't want to take nothing away from it, but like looking at it today in today's perspective, like it's just a fucking stupid ass thing.
Well,
like maybe because I know Billy and Stu are the killers, but like watching it is like, how did they not figure this fucking shit out?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because me and Bill were actually talking about this. And let me ask you guys this question: what scene in Halloween Kills to you was the stupidest scene in that movie? What do you think would be the stupidest scene in that movie?
In Halloween Kills?
Halloween Kills. That's just dumb. I mean, there's a few, but which one kind of stands out?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything dumb about that movie.
Well, I'll help you. When the people in the hospital are going after the inmate that apparently they think is Michael Myers. So there was always this big theory of like, there was always this big argument of like, well, how the fuck would you ever think that Michael Myers was that guy, right? And one of the arguments that I always had about this movie is that, and PR says it best. In the movie, they quoted a lot, "Evil dies tonight." When they meant evil, they meant anything evil, right? One of the things that Michael did in that movie, and what they were trying to explain about Michael Myers, and it even transferred over into Halloween Ends, was that his evil was projected on people. So my argument in that scene alone, when people tell me, well, that was a dumbass scene, because how are they gonna mix up that short, stubby guy with big, tall Michael Myers? I'm like, well, did you guys stop to think that maybe they knew that wasn't Michael Myers, but they didn't care if that was Michael Myers? Because again, what they were quoting was "Evil dies tonight." They didn't mean just Michael Myers. That meant anything. There's a town that was frustrated with the myth and the fear of Michael Myers being around, right?
Protect myself.
So this is a fear. So when people are frustrated, you see it in the world, you see it like during like riots and stuff, right? Or lootings, right? You see all these riots where there's that mob mentality where people start protesting, but then protest becomes violence and violence becomes more. So in that scene, I've always said that I don't think that they cared, or I think they knew that wasn't Michael Myers. It was just the thought of another evil person who was in the hospital, who they thought they were just going after him. The minute they said "Evil dies tonight," and they thought, "Oh, that's Mike." The minute they said, because again, Mike, they said it perfectly in Halloween Ends, and Lori said it best. evil doesn't die, it takes shape, right? So anybody could put that mask on and be Michael Myers in that movie. Anybody. So that means that even if that short, stubby guy didn't have a mask on, if he was an inmate and the minute the guy said, "Hey, Michael, hey, that's Michael," the minute they said that's Michael, anybody could. Corey was Michael. And then I love how people fucking sit there and they make this big old thing about like, oh, since when Michael Myers ever fucking started transferring evil? Did you guys watch Halloween 4 when he did it to his niece? He did it to his niece too.
This is starting to sound like Danny trying to explain a way to explain that he could be Michael Myers.
I am Michael Myers.
Yeah, he was so obsessed with that dude looking in his windows, like, I'm gonna sneak in there and kill.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go in his house and call him little. What is it? Little Bill. It was like Big Bill and Little Bill. What the fuck? I'm gonna get these.
Little John
and Big John. But like that was
Wade Creates has a perfect movie pitch here. We need a rehabilitate. Why'd you do that? We need a rehabilitation slasher where the town accepts the killer and he gets a normal job like a grocery clerk.
Yeah.
Somebody book this movie. I want this.
It's like, did you guys ever see what's that one with Luke Evans? Everyone dies.
I don't know that one.
He gets these like a group of like bikers, kind of like, you know, a bunch of scumbags, like basically kidnap this guy and this girl. Well, it turns out the guy they kidnapped's a freaking serial killer.
Oh,
talk about shit luck.
Oh yeah, it gets crazy.
Yeah, I did see that.
It gets.
Man, can you imagine? That's why you know, everybody asks me aren't you worried about picking up a hitchhiker on the side of the road? And it's like, no, I don't get too worried because I always look at the hitchhiker and I'll be like, I'm not worried about picking you up because what's the chances that two psychopathic murderers are in the same vehicle? And then I wink, nudge, nudge.
But yeah, that was always my argument for that scene, man. Like people people bitch about the small things. I try to look at things for the bigger picture of it. You know what I mean? That's why I love the Halloween Kills, Halloween 12. I love the David Gordon Green movies. I love them. But there are any plugs, guys? Jedi Jack, is there anything?
Before we do plugs, there's one thing I wanted to bring up, and I didn't have a graphic ready, so I apologize for that. But there's been a lot of talk for the new MK Mortal Kombat 1 game coming out. There's been a lot of talk with the first combat pack. It's got Omni-Man, Peacemaker, what's the Captain America wannabe dude? Homelander.
Mm-hmm.
The second combat. Well, you know, he's in red, white, and blue. You know, Trump supporter.
Superman. Trump supporter.
With the combat pack 2, their Ed Boon's already kind of hinted that it's going to be another combat pack with horror movie icons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've had Freddy Krueger, they've had Jason, they've had Leatherface, Predator, Alien in Mortal Kombat. Specifically in his teaser, they had Ghostface, Michael Myers, Jigsaw, Chucky, and Pinhead.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ed Boon's teaser had question marks on those 5. Michael Myers, Ghostface, Pinhead, Chucky, and Jigsaw. So I don't know if you guys are Mortal Kombat game players, or if you're not, or if you're at least familiar. Who do you think out of those 5 would be the most acceptable people to put in a Mortal Kombat game?
Pinhead for sure. I mean, because he's you know, has more power than just the physical.
Yeah.
He commands a fucking legion of snake chains that'll come out. And
you know, tear some souls apart.
Yeah.
You know?
How about you, Kelvin?
Yeah, I was gonna say probably if I'm trying to picture them making special moves in all that stuff. I'm saying like probably Pinhead or I don't know, man. Like maybe Voorhees. I don't know.
Well, Voorhees was in MKXL, so I don't think they'll bring back anybody that they've already had.
You gotta say Ghostface is going to be a sure thing. They're definitely putting him in.
I think Ghostface would be a really good option because especially with MK1 focusing on the tag team ability there, where you have two people. There was only one out of all of the 7 Ghostface Scream movies. I think there was only one movie where Roman was the only Ghostface.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're focusing on a game that's got the tag team abilities, there's always multiple Ghostface. So, like,
you could have him like phase shifting and like disappearing and reappearing, or just like shifting forward. Like, there's a lot they could do with him for moves.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a good bet. Danny,
it's obvious. So I'm gonna go with Michael. But fun fact, Miramax owns Scream, Hellraiser, and Halloween, and Children of the Corn. So Miramax owns them. So I'm gonna
are they a
say,
subsidiary of WB?
Good question. I would have to look that up. I don't know. I don't think so.
Because Clint gave me input saying that WB is what the
Well, WB owns yeah. Good question. Well, just not to get off sidetrack here, but if they would have to bring Michael Myers. That's the one. I mean, honestly, you give me a I need Halloween Kills Michael Myers in this game. That's who I want. I want Halloween Kills, John Wick style Michael Myers in this game, because Michael Myers has this supernatural presence to him where, like, when you think he's just, and the scary thing about it is he's just fucking human. He's fucking human, but because people are so scared of him and so afraid of him, he's put so much fear in this whole fucking town. He's like untouchable. So I think having him in the Mortal Kombat universe will be great, because I just feel like the fatalities are going to be way better. Like I can already see the fucking Bob kill, like he picking up somebody by the neck and like stabbing them, leaving them on the wall, and doing the whole head tilt, or even doing like smashing the head, fucking shit. Now, Mortal Kombat 1 has a lot of cameos. If you're gonna give me a cameo with Michael Myers, give me Chucky. Chucky has to be the cameo, which is, like, I don't want Chucky to be a character. I want Chucky to be the cameo for Michael Myers. Like, he like does like these like you know how they do the special moves, and then like fucking Chucky comes out of nowhere and like starts stabbing him or some shit. Because I always love the commercial.
There's never been anything with Chucky and Michael in the same movie.
Have you seen the commercials when Halloween Kills was coming out?
We're not talking about commercials.
No, they've been together. They've been together. They've been together.
All right, well then, if they're gonna have Ghostface, then they got to have the Taco Bell dog.
Ghostface will be, honestly, Ghostface would be my second choice, only because it's like it could be anybody, and it's great. I think a Ghostface would be dope because it's just fun to have. But and it resonates good with like teens, and like if this generation now, they're not as familiar with Michael Myers. They know who Michael Myers and Jason are, but they're more familiar with Ghostface. That's like a popular costume to buy on Halloween, is a Scream costume. So I think that would be my second choice. But if I had to pick anybody, it would have to be Michael Myers. And if you're gonna give him a cameo, give him Chucky as a cameo.
I guess if we're gonna look at it from like the most logistical standpoint, then Michael is the only one. Michael and Pinhead are the only ones that make sense out of all of those people, because there's been multiple Jigsaws, there's been multiple Ghostface, but there's only been one Michael and there's only been one Pinhead.
You can't.
Chucky, I think Chucky, Leprechaun, even Jigsaw, I think they'd be too small. The damage
Jigsaw would be good.
I think the damage zone would be too small for them. And
Jigsaw would be dope, though.
Yeah, but Mortal Kombat doesn't really do small characters. Like, they're all kind of the same height or bigger. You know what I mean?
Now, if Warner Brothers wanted to do, like, if Warner Brothers owns Mortal Kombat and they wanted to add any horror characters, we're talking Evil Dead, so Ash.
He was supposed to be in MK12.
Sam from
Or
Trick or
11.
Treat, the Nun from The Conjuring, David from The Lost Boys. That would be dope.
No,
That'd be pretty cool.
Aaliyah from Queen of the Dam, Annabelle, Jason Voorhees is already there. Who else we got? Any of the 13 ghosts, Pennywise
Pennywise would be another good one.
Beetlejuice.
I think that was the one. I think Clintastic, we were all talking about this in the Rowdy Boyz chat. You said Michael, I said Ghostface, and Clint was like, "No."
If they're gonna go with any of that list, their best bet is to go with Michael Myers. Michael Myers is already like, it's Halloween. People were excited when he came out in fucking Fortnite. You know they're gonna do it justice. You know it's gonna look great. But more importantly, McFarlane, you need to fucking drop a figure, because if you give me a Michael Myers figure, I'm gonna scalp all of them. I'm gonna buy all of them all.
If McFarlane does it, Michael?
Well, McFarlane does Mortal Kombat figures. I don't know if he still has a license in, but if he
I don't
does,
think he does. I think Storm scooped that right up out of him.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think he only had that line from MK11 because Spawn was in it.
Well, Fortnite, make a Michael Myers figure.
Could that be, what is that, Jazzwares? Or no,
Yeah,
Hasbro.
Hasbro, yeah, Hasbro. Right, there you go. Well, yeah, so we're at the point of our plugs. So just a quick plug. I mean, before any of the plugs, Jedi Jack, Calvin, do you guys have any plugs? You want to plug anything you guys got coming on or anything going on?
Only thing I got is the Daredevil collab. Anybody that wants to take part in that, all you gotta do is just message me, and I'll put you in the group and catch you up to speed on what we're working on from week to week. And other than that, if you see the post from it, give those guys love, man, because everybody that participates in that, really, they're all putting their work in. Thor will tell you that. Like, he's always telling me, like, he gets pushed every week. So just give the guys some love, man. Support the community.
Absolutely.
Calvin?
Yeah, not really. I mean, check out my shit on IG, Toy Art Unlimited. Go over to check out my family over there, Hoodcast AF. Go into this monthly hashtag is Hoodcast_cheap thrills. So get in on that action. That's pretty much it for me.
And let me tell you, these two are so modest. So if you guys are not following these two, please do so right now, because they are awesome people in the community. They are very supportive in the community. I know it was like a few minutes, like Calvin, we were talking earlier, and Jedi Jack, I think it was like a few minutes before the show started. I sent them a link. I was like, hey, if you're not doing anything, come hang out with us. And they were always down for it. And Calvin is just a big part of this show, and Jedi Jack, you're a big part of this show too. You guys are like
Jedi Jack is not even. He's like the alternate host. Like
he is the alternate host, and then my Calvin is my better hole. Calvin is my better hole. So definitely listen.
Such a sweet guy. Everybody in this community is so good, but Danny, you're especially good.
Thank you, Calvin. I appreciate
Country crock good.
Yeah.
Country crock good. Damn right.
But Jedi Jack is still the sexiest bitch out of all you.
That's a fact. So again, if you guys are not following these two, go head over to their page. Go give them a follow. Go check out their amazing work. And just again, amazing people in the community. I am very grateful to call these two friends, because they are friends. They are a part of this show as much as everybody else is. So definitely thank you guys for joining us tonight. Just a quick plug. No, anytime, dude. Listen, open door policy anytime with you guys. You know that. Just a couple quick plugs. The Pick Bar guys are doing the Fin Miss in November. Basically what they're doing is they're doing this big old event in November, and it's going to be any holiday, Christmas holiday inspired photos that revolve around the holiday season. What they're going to do is they're going to collect all the photos and they're gonna make this nice album for Finn. If anybody who does not know who Finn is the son of, because I had to show my boy some love, our boy Tuscan Trader Ryan, who, you know, he was a big part of this community, big part of our lives. Me and Unworthy had the pleasure of meeting him and chopping it up with him. One of the most important things, besides being a toy photographer, an amazing photographer, he was an amazing father, an amazing friend, and he brought a lot of people together and like a lot of these groups together. So again, this right here is for his son, just to give him something, and again, showing appreciation not just for Ryan but his family too, just showing them that, you know, the community's here for him, and he has a bunch of aunts and uncles that are here to support him and be there for him. Him and Mrs. Tuscan Traders, Sharon, Tuscan's wife. So shout out to the Pink Bar for putting together an awesome collab thing for him. Also, AIC podcast and Chubsy Wubsy are teaming up together. They're doing this big old Mythic Legions giveaway where they're giving the both retail exclusive Obscura figures, the Father Christmas and the Headless Horseman. Head over to AIC podcast and the Chubsy Wubsy page to check out the details. I believe you had to like and follow both, and in the comments say what are you thankful for. And again, the response has been amazing, has been beautiful. And just to hear people's testimonies of what they're grateful for, and just shouting out people and just showing appreciation. And let me be the first to tell you that I'm grateful for all these gentlemen here, everybody that's watching, everybody's watching the replay. I'm grateful for everyone. But more importantly, I'm grateful for every day that I wake up and I have another more air in my body to breathe and see another day. I'm very grateful for that. Last but not least, the No Justice Death Metal starting on the 9th of this month. Head over to Unworthy's page, to the A Worthy Addiction page, to check more details on this collab. Again, Unworthy has been killing it with the No Justice collab. It is very popular. It is amazing. If you have nothing to do, this is the thing to do, because I'm telling you, if you like me, sometimes like I get stuck on the same stuff that I fucking run out of ideas. That's a perfect way of like learning, finding new ideas to take photos of. Like Chu did it with Jason and a whole story with the Justice League. He did a fucking amazing job. So again, shout out to Unworthy and the No Justice collab, which will be starting on the 9th of this month.
It's not starting on the 9th. It is the...
If you're collecting McFarlane's and you're shooting that stuff and you're not part of Unworthy's collabs, then you ain't hip.
Well, I don't know about that, but all right.
Hey,
oh yeah, shout out, happy early birthday to our PR agent, the real Bill.
Happy birthday,
or,
brother.
sorry, just Bill,
happy birthday,
not the real
Bill.
So lastly, I don't have anything put together, but I will have something put together. So I have this big challenge for the month of November. And the only thing I will say, I will get things together, but the only thing I will say is toys are not involved in this photo. So get ready. There's this big old challenge. It's going to be a prize in the end for the one. I'm going to have judges. They're going to be secret judges judging the photos, but there's going to be a big event happening for the month. A Worthy Addiction event happening for the month of November, which is going to have to do with photography, but you're going to give your toys a break. And it's going to have nothing to do.
I don't even know about this.
It's going to have nothing to do with your toys. Have nothing, but it has a lot to do with Thanksgiving. So stay tuned for that. That's going to come up really soon. More details come in for that. But other than that, we usually like to end the show on a positive quote or a naughty quote or whatever the fucking quote you want. Fellas, any one of you guys have a quote? And before the show closes out, if you guys want to hang out for a little in the backstage and chop it up with us, you're more than welcome. You don't have to like sign off right away. If you want to stick around, we always encourage everybody to stick around and backstage with us for a little and just chop it up with us. If not, you know, we understand too. So do you guys have any quotes?
Be careful when swimming with bow-legged women.
Okay.
Hey, fucking man.
Well, with that being said,
good night, beautiful.
Thank you for tuning in.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Click that notification bell
for more content.